What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino back with y'all, man, on this good Saturday night, this blessed Saturday night, man. It's a day that the Lord has made, and we thankful for it, man. So I'm just glad to get with y'all. You know, y'all should already know by now. If you don't see me on a Friday and I'm not busy on Saturday, then y'all will see me on Saturday with the good Lord is willing. But we here, man. Hold up. Let me make sure something real quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, we here and last Friday, this time last Friday, I was in Austin. Uh but and I missed y'all last night. So it's been like I think 2 Saturdays in a row. But we here, man, and we open topic tonight. We gonna be open topic. It's wide open tonight. I see y'all stepping in the door. I see y'all coming on in the door. So man, I appreciate y'all's presence, but I have to say it again, man. Always click the like button when you walk into the room. Click the like button when you walk into the room. And the more I can, I guess, instill that in everybody's mind, the less I'll have to say it throughout the stream. So y'all go on and click the like button for your big brother, so we can keep the symmetry intact between the amount of people in the chat and the amount of likes that are on the screen. Because y'all know me, I got mental problems. So when I look and I see that the amount of people and the likes are not proportioned, they're not balanced, it does something to me. So let's get it on and we'll talk about what y'all want to talk about and a few things that I got on my mind to talk about. And of course, y'all know the rules. I don't state the rules like I used to. Back when I first started, not first started doing my streams, but like once I kind of hit my stride doing my streams, I used to state the rules, you know, that on the open topics, like, you know, we can talk about anything y'all want to talk about within the lines of respect. And we hold those principles up. But y'all go ahead on and click that like, man, because we already getting disproportionate. So if you're coming in the room, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Look, let me say this to all my real people that have been rocking with me, man. Just been rocking with me. A lot of y'all have been saying, "Hey, man, Kate, man, you coming towards that 100,000." If I get to 100,000 subscribers, cool. If I don't, cool. Well, I mean, you eventually it will, but it's moving slow. So I'm not looking at it like I'm just on this rapid um, pace to reach the 100,000. If I get there, praise be to God. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, praise be to God. I appreciate whoever comes, you know. So, and I appreciate y'all for being one of the however many. You know, I don't focus on who ain't. I focus on who is. And that's a lesson I try to instill to y'all and everybody that I know in life, because sometimes we'll get caught up in who's not doing this, that, and the other, instead of focusing on who is. And when we get so caught up on who's not, then we start neglecting who is. So if you have a birthday party and you invite all these people to come to your house for the birthday party, and you invite 100 people but 10 show up, you can't be in there pouting and acting all depressed around the 10 that had enough love for you to show up. You got to show big love and appreciation for those 10. You in there with the 10 that did answer the call and came, and your mind is on the 90 that didn't show up. The 90 that didn't show up, they showed you what they really think about you. They proved what they really thought about you. So don't worry about the 90. Forget them. Look at them 10 and go, you know what? Y'all my real ones. Y'all my real ones. So that's how I view really anything I do. I take that approach with this social media stuff. I take that approach with shows. I take that approach with music in terms of who people who support my music. You know, hey, look and say, well, man, okay, would you love to go platinum? Yeah, you love to go platinum, but I'm not going to neglect the people that did purchase my music, that did, even if you streamed it. Now, all of y'all who just finding ways to listen to it for free, I got different kind of thoughts about that, but you know, it is what it is. Maybe while you was roaching to listen to my music for free, to not pay for it, maybe you was playing it one day and somebody else heard it and liked it and they did go buy it. So in that regard, you indirectly got me a record sale. But this is open topic tonight, so I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on my monologue, but I will get going with what y'all got on y'all mind. Spiky, okay, Spiky. Spiky says, "How's the new album coming?" That's a great question, man. That's a great question, man. I'm gonna be really, really honest with you, Spiky. To be really, really honest, I haven't been moving as fast as I normally do on my projects because I've been having a lot of other projects, not projects, but a lot of other work going on. So features and shows and the podcast and all this different stuff. And so I am working on it. Don't get me wrong. We're working on it and coming up with some cool stuff. I actually made a promise to y'all that I have every intention on keeping when I said that I was going to give y'all about 3 of them this year. You know, I have every intention on keeping that promise. But before you get to 3, you got to get to 1. Then you got to get to 2. So I can't worry about 3 until I get to 1. So, but we coming. I need some more dope beats too. Man, y'all please hit the like button for your big brother, man. I'm just gonna block it out in my mind where I can't see it. My OCD has been like, you know, tripping lately. It's all good. I see my homie, man, is in the building. Fish Out of Water series, man. Fish Out of Water, man. Shout out to you. Always doing the dope. Um, um, should I refer to your content as reviews, as reviews or reactions? Because your content, it comes across more to me like a review, like an in-depth review of the music as opposed to a reaction. So that's how I look. And to me, that's, you know, it's just as great. I don't put I guess I would put a review over a reaction. I love the reactions. Don't get me wrong. I love the reactions. But a review is more so like you have broke it down and parsed it and really, really listened to it and gave an explanation of what you see it as from your point of view. And people do that in reactions as well, but I just get more of a review vibe, you know, from your content. But man, I appreciate you so much, bro. As all the people who take the time to listen to my music. Y'all could be doing this with any other artist. I'm sure, you know, most people who do reaction to reviews, they don't just listen to my stuff. They listen to, but I appreciate being one of the people that y'all check out, man. Self-preservation says you reach the destination. Yeah, I mean you'll get to it sooner or later, but a lot of people's like, okay, you coming to that 100. If I get that, cool. If I don't, no problem. I appreciate that though. Open topic, man. So y'all tell me what y'all got on y'all mind, and we'll get it on. Stephen Dion, you changed my life, man. I bought some screw tapes to bump in the deck. You got some screw tapes? Okay, well that's what's up, man. Well, God is great. If something changed your life for the better, that's the key, man. That's the key. But if I had anything to do with it, don't give me the credit. Give the credit to God. Give the credit to the Creator. Y'all keep supporting. Anybody who wants to be on my contact list, I've said that a few times, but if y'all want to be on my contact list for new product coming out, new projects dropping, some of y'all, I already got y'all on the list, but if y'all do, just send me an email. Send me an email and I'll add y'all. We trying to get things going with the site. We've been having some problems. Hopefully I can sit down with my homie and we'll get this together. Open topic. Yeah. Yo, Jesse. Jesse, you in Denver, huh? We coming to Colorado Springs soon, Jesse. So I know that's a good little ways, about an hour from you, huh? But we'll keep you posted, let you know. When we come to Colorado Springs, if you're free, make that trip. Yeah. Come on, Spiky. See, Spiky, you know, you all right with me because you get it. Spiky says, please consider purchasing some of K-Rino's CDs. He makes more money off of one CD than a million streams. Maybe not a million streams, but yeah, you on top of it, you know. What would be the equivalent? I need some of my good mathematicians, some of my people who know. If you purchase a CD from me, and we'll get into all that, we talk about this all the time. Y'all know we always somehow have this discussion about physical copies and streaming and all that, you know, because I'm real big. I'm an advocate of physical copies, even though I know that physical copies are an endangered species. I understand that, but we talking about supporting artists who still rock with physical copies. Even if you just collect, you can still stream it, but collect. So how many streams would it take to for an artist to make $25? Who knows the answer to that? You would first have to know how much an artist gets per stream. And that's like 0.0000003 or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but it's a really big, small number. And when I say it's a really big, small number, that's what I mean. So if the number looks like this, it's a really big, small number. How many streams would it take? Who knows? Somebody pull that up. One of y'all geniuses pull that up. Find out what the streaming pays per stream and tell me how that would calculate out to $25. And I'm going to show y'all how ridiculous this game is. Yeah. And yeah, Spiky, I know how it goes on the YouTube. Yeah, YouTube take a chunk of those super chats. They take a chunk. Yeah, so you know, and look, and let me say something about me. Y'all know I don't ever, that have never been a time I don't never get on here asking nobody to donate money to my super chat. Come on, y'all. I've seen people do that. Not just artists, it's people that got, come on, man, y'all ain't giving. They like preachers, they like them old hustling preachers in some churches. Y'all never seen me ask them. I don't have to do that. So, but I do show appreciation for people who donate. If you choose to donate, I appreciate that. I'm gonna always acknowledge you and always show love. But yeah, they take, you would be better off if you wanted to cash out that. But I don't have no problem with however you do it. You know, I don't have an issue. Let me see. I'm gonna get this answer real quick. Let me go. Let me go down a little bit more, because I do this all the time. I start running my mouth. Somebody said 30 pieces of silver. Okay, let me see. AF Health. No, I don't smoke weed. Okay. David F. Is that true? Hold on. 36,231 streams. That's how many streams I need to make $25? That sounds about right. Because I'm going to tell you, 1,000,000 streams gets you about 3,500, something like that, last time I checked. So if all you getting is 3,500 for 1,000,000 stream, I almost said screams. It make you want to scream. So this is my point. If you purchase one CD from me or any other art, look, forget that. Watch this. But hold on. Let me stick to my original point, because I know me, I'll forget. Matter of fact, let me write down what I was about to say before I forget. Okay, look. 36,000 streams to make $25, to make the equivalent of one CD. This is how the music industry is robbing artists. And I had an epiphany a while back. I was like, you know what, man? They might have set this thing up. I ain't gonna say might have. I believe they set this thing up, the whole streaming thing, the way they set up the payout. They set that up to take power away from the artists, especially the independents. Because the independents never needed the record deal to come from them. It was like, psh, you could sell 5,000 units as an independent artist back in the days, right? 5,000 units. That's a low number. Think about this. All the people in the world that buy music, you sell 5,000 CDs going through a one-stop or a distributor, a regional distributor. You'll make like 40 grand. Think about that. 40 grand on 5,000 units. That's better than people make working on a job. You know, that's a good living. So now with the streaming game, it's like we're making physicals obsolete. We make physicals obsolete. So that turns into, okay, 36,000 of these streams for $25. That's how much you got to get. Some people don't get 36,000 streams their whole project. But if you do, you made $25. You made the equivalent of selling one physical copy on a website if it was on my site. Now, if you take it to the street, which was the thought that I wrote down, David, I need your help again. I need your help again, David. On the street, a CD selling for $10 back in the days. Not back in the days for me, even now. I go to shows, you know, I always have them for people who still want to buy it. How many streams do you have to get to make $10? David, if you can help me out. Alamo Andretti, I appreciate the love, man. Hey, man. Shout out to UK, top 5 dead alive in my book. Thank you for all the phenomenal music over the years. Love from San Antonio. Man, one of my favorite cities in the world, San Antonio. Man, appreciate it. Oh, Alamo, I get it now. I've been to the Alamo like 2 or 3 times. I love the Alamo because I love that history. You know, I'm a history buff. So Alamo Andretti, I appreciate the love, man. How many streams will it take, David, to make $10? I'm going to show y'all how jacked up the game is now. So I got to get 14,492 streams to make $10. Think about that. So I need somebody else to educate me. I need y'all to educate me. Mike Cherry said that's murder. that's massacre. This is how dirty this industry is. I forgot what I was about to say. But I was saying I need somebody to educate me on something. But the thought I told y'all about, my thought be leaving my head. Let me backtrack and rewind, and maybe I can remember where I was going with this. I can't remember. I lost it. But anyway, 14,000 streams, bro. Oh, that's what I was about to say. Somebody help me out with this one. So when you stream, because I've never streamed anything. I've never actually physically done it like me streaming another artist's music. If anybody who's ever streamed, like if y'all got Spotify, please tell me how this works. Is the streaming of one song the same as if you stream the whole album? How does that work? Somebody explain that to me. So if I say I want the Murder Fiend just dropped the album. If I say, man, I want to go on here to Spotify and check out this new Murder Fiend. Do I if I buy the whole album, if I stream the whole album, does that count as one stream, or does each song on the album, and it's 12 songs, that's 12 streams? Do anybody know how that works? Because I'm trying to go somewhere else with it. See, we're going to teach and learn today. Roderick said that's highway robbery. That's highway robbery, freeway robbery, side street robbery, back street robbery, interstate robbery. That's just robbery, man. See what I'm saying? This is what it is. You don't even get a whole penny for one stream. This is how greedy the record industry really is. I told y'all a while back about a lady who was petitioning and fighting and petitioning to Congress to try to get the rule, to try to get artists a raise in the streaming game. And the raise that she was proposing, she was trying to get a deal, get them to agree to raise the money up to 1 penny per stream for an artist. I haven't heard anything about that since as to know if they actually did it, but 1 penny would be a raise. See how dirty this is, man? Hold on. Let me see if somebody answered my question. Spikey says, I hope it's 12 streams if you stream 12 songs. Yeah, because I don't know how it works. Do you stream them individually, or do you just stream the whole album? I don't know how it works. I've never done it before. But either way, I'm just curious to know the process. Either way, it's jacked up. It's jacked up. Alamo says these labels would be nothing without the artist, but we don't look at that. And I did an episode on my podcast, the Underground Dialogue podcast, every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube. And we called it the Stream Scheme. And we was talking about how if the artists just say, hey, man, we're not putting out no more music until y'all change the payout rates on this streaming. We're not putting out no more. I don't care the big name artists. The big name artists would be the ones who would really have to get behind it to power it because the independents, we not on the labels, no way. But we go through Spotify, we go through whatever the other streaming platforms are that I'm not thinking about right now. So if everybody just say we not putting no music out, we're gonna go the whole year without putting no music out. Y'all gonna have to pack fare on this streaming. Do you know how much money the music industry would lose? The problem is getting artists to actually go through with that process. Not too many would go through with it. But you're not making no money anyway. So your money is coming from touring. Your money is coming from the show. Hey man, y'all hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. Please, y'all. Do it for me. Do it for your big brother, man. If y'all are in here and haven't clicked like, that little thumbs up thing going on, do it for your big brother. Okay. But you making your money off shows. You're not making your money off of record sales. You're just not. So if 1 million streams gets you about $3,500, last I checked, what if you are a big artist and you say, well, man, my album got 50 million streams. David, I need you again. What's 50 times 3,500? Somebody get the calculator out and tell me what 50, appreciate y'all on them likes too. What's 50 times 3,500? 50 times 3,500 is 17,000. Is that right? Yeah, okay, I knew that. That's $175,000 off of 50 million streams. Do you know how small of amount of money that is? So my point is, at the end of the day, what did Frederick Douglass say? Frederick Douglass says, power concedes nothing without what? He said, power concedes nothing without what? Y'all know the answer? No. He said, power concedes nothing without a demand. Meaning that the people who got the power, they ain't just going to willingly give it up out of the kindness of their heart. It's going to take a demand from the people who don't have the power to push like, hey, man. But to your point, Alamo, because this is what Mr. Farrakhan added to it. He said power concedes nothing without a demand that's backed by power. So the demand ain't nothing if the demand ain't got no power behind it. So the power, where did the power come from? Where would the power come from? The power would come from, like I said earlier, all these artists saying, we ain't dropping nothing. Now I'm just little me. I'm nobody. I'm just a regular little guy, independent artist. I don't carry no weight. But I'm saying, if all of the big wigs would take this approach, because I don't hear nobody really too much complaining about the disparity in the payouts in terms, because we can look at what the artists make. We talk about that all the time, of basically what they don't make. But we don't put any focus on what the labels are making. We don't put any focus on what the streaming platforms are making. They are making billions. Billions. And paying the artists literally thousands. some cases hundreds. Just said 50 million streams only gets you 175K. 50 million? Do you know how many 50 million is? If you had a product that you were selling for 50 cents, 50 cents per, if you sold 50 million of those products at 50 cents each, you would make $25 million. That's just selling it for 50 cents. So it shows how minuscule the amount that they paying the artists, man. It's robbery, bro. It's disrespect. It's downright satanic. And you can't blame the fans. I say this all the time. Because they make it easier on the fans because they sat around and figured it out. Like, well, you know what? The fans are the consumer. The fans of the music, they're the consumer. Let's make this as easy as possible on them because we're going to offer the subscriptions for $9, $10, $12. I remember the Spotify subscription was like $10 a month. But you can listen to anything you want for that $10 a month. So from a fan's point of view, they like, this is beautiful. Can't really blame the fans. Can't blame them. That's a bargain. And the streaming companies, the labels and all that, they're looking at the accumulation. So they say, well, you know what? We got Spotify. I'm making up a number. Somebody can fact check and find out. We got 20 million people subscribed to Spotify. I don't know what that number is. I don't know what it is. Y'all can look it up and see. But whatever the number is, 20 million, 10 million, just multiply that by $10 a month. Or just say 10 million people times 120, which would be the amount for the year if it's $10 a piece. See? Meanwhile, the artist is breaking their back to creatively come up with the songs, to go in the studio, to work hard to put the music together, man. Just giving up all of their talent and skill and creativity and blood, sweat, and tears. And the artist is the lowest on the totem pole when it comes to reaping the benefit because the fan benefits from getting the music that they want. The streaming platforms and the label benefit from getting the billions that I was talking about. What do the artists get? And they made it worse than what it used to be. Because back in the days when it was vinyl, 8 tracks, some of y'all ain't old enough to remember 8 tracks, but when there was vinyl, 8 tracks, then on to cassettes and CDs, the 4 versions of physical copies. I guess in a new day we can include USBs in terms of making USBs a physical copy. And that's another alternative that artists can look at and say, well, you know what, just put your stuff on USBs. Most vehicles have the port where you can put the USB in, you put on USB, sell the USBs as you would sell a physical, and then who knows? But even back when the physical copies was the only thing before the existence of digital, you had the labels still paying the royalty amounts were still crumbs. Labels wasn't paying artists $5 a unit, $2 a unit. They was making pennies. off every sale back then. You might get 25 cents for everything you sell. If you got a really, really good deal, you might make 50 cents, 65 cents. I think one of the deals that I can remember, somebody got $1 one time. You get $1 for every unit you sell. So if you went platinum, you'll get $1 million. At least you could say, well, man, whatever I sell, that's what I get. If I sell 500,000, I make $500,000. They fixed that. Well, they don't say they fixed it, they broke it. Voodoo Scratch said modern day slavery. And see, I'm going to tell you how great that comment is, Voodoo Scratch, because a lot of people don't like when you use the term modern day slavery, because you know, man, how's in modern day slavery? And if they pay you, if you made $50,000, just like you just said, the average person don't make that working on a job. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but it's slavery because you still have one individual who's controlling and monopolizing a larger group of individuals and exploiting them and taking the lion's share. The record labels are like back in the old sharecropping days. They front you, then they steal on the back end based on what they fronted you. You know, but that's where we at. But my deal is, like I said, I want to see the artists take the power back. It's fun, man. We got the ability to take the power back like that. We just won't do it. We're just not gonna do it. We are so indoctrinated into, I gotta go through the label. I gotta get a record deal. We just, man. D Razor said TLC was splitting 17 cents per album. So that's about a nickel a piece. They was getting a little bit over 5 cents each per unit sold. And the album, the Waterfalls album, sold like 10 million units, right? So, David, where you at? What's 10 million times 5 cents? Now, there's physical copies. What's 10 million times a nickel? See? Philip K says, you might be some people's big bro, but you haven't considered there might be others like you. No, I consider that all the time. I ain't nobody. There are others greater than me. Don't ever look at me as the pinnacle. You can do way better than me in every aspect of life. I know a lot of people that have this mindset, but we got to move on it. So 500,000, right? So basically, their cut collectively was about 1.5. According to those numbers, 1.5, somewhere up in there, maybe a little bit more. But there's a thing called recoupable income. Labels, just like I said, labels get back what they invested into you, into your project. So we say, oh, they got 1.5 million, they got 500,000 a piece. No, they didn't. See? And then if you look at that being 1.5 approximately that they made off selling 10 million records, but how much did the CD cost? CDs costed back in the days, the prices were based on whoever sold the CD. You could go to one store and the CD costs $18.99. You might go to another store and it costs $12.99. Just depending on where you at. So if we meet in the middle and say that the CD costed $15, right? $15. What's 15 times 10 million? Right? 15 times 10 million is what? I'm sorry that I'm making y'all do all this math tonight, but we gotta educate each other tonight. And Tyson LaFrance, cassettes were a little cheaper than CD. Yeah, if you go to back when cassettes and CDs were like equal in terms of sales. By the way, that was the good old days, because you would have cassettes and CDs in the stores. You could buy the tape or you could buy the CD, whichever one you wanted, because people still had either or both. But the cassette would normally be around $8.99, $9.99, and the CD would be what I just mentioned, 12 to 15, 18 bucks, depending on where you buy it. So 15 times 10 million, is that $150 million? That's $150 million, right? Is that correct? Let's make sure it's right before I go with it. Okay, cool. $150 million generated off of that project, and the group only got 1.5. That 1.5 million don't sound like too much now, do it? Now, of course, there are other factors that you have to look into when you look at the 150 million, because it's sold for the 15 on average, but part of that went to the record store. Then, of course, the labels will wholesale the units to the retailers. So take about 30 or 40 million off of that 150. They still made over $100 million. The label probably cleared them close to $100 million. And you only gave the artist 1.5, which you really didn't, because you took some of that 1.5 when you recouped what you paid for their studio, what you paid for their videos, what you paid for the mink coats they wanted to wear in the video, what you paid for the tour expenses, all these different things. So that's why when they busted it down, when you saw TLC describing how selling 10 million records didn't really net them any money, they broke it down beautifully. We got to understand how this thing works. Somebody just blessed my game. That was L. I appreciate the love, L. Appreciate the donation, man. Now, thanks for being you, L, because you know what? You always dropping them bars. L be listening to my music. L be listening to the words and dropping them verbatim, man. So now, bro, thanks for being you. I appreciate you. Erica says many would benefit from fixing this blueprint. Eric, I got your email too. I got you covered. Your package came back to me, but I got you covered. Don't worry about it, sis. Many would benefit from fixing it, but that's what they don't want. Because when independent art, when you take people like E40, when you take people like Tech Nine, Master P, who am I forgetting? There's people who did the independent thing. Swisher House. Just so many artists who did it. Flip, Sucker Free. Well, Houston, we known for that. Houston is the blueprint for that. They took their power away because they're like, oh, these cats are making too much money without us. We're going to figure out a way to make all this money to where even the independents got to go through us. So we can bleed, we can wring them out, we can milk them dry. And that's the state of the game right now. That's the state of the game, man. Roger says, for a long time, you couldn't get artists like Prince and Jay-Z music on streaming platforms. They had to pay them big artists to stream them. Yeah, because when you got power, you call a shot. It's like, y'all can't just do my stuff. Well, what is it worth to you? What you gonna pay me? See? But when you lose the power and put it back in their hands, because when Prince died, all of a sudden you couldn't even find Prince music on YouTube. You could not find a Prince song on YouTube, and if you did, I guarantee you come back 24 hours, it's gonna be down. Because Prince was on top of his stuff. Nobody was gonna get a free listen of Prince's music. But when he passed away, and then the control over his estate was given to his family, and then eventually, I think y'all can fact check me on this, but I think that Warner Brothers ended up regaining control of his stuff. Now it's fair game. You can go on the internet and hear Prince all day long now. Because when the head is removed, the body gonna fall. When the head is removed, the body gonna fall. So now that the man who was adamant about not letting his stuff just be out there, just wild like that, loose like that, he's gone. So now it's like, oh yeah, we can get Buck Wild. Yeah, we got Prince. We can put it on this. We can put it on that. Man, I know we've been on this open topic. I know we've been on this a long time, but man, I like this topic. 01Q2 Dub, Soundwave and Stick Hearts, $12.99. The big store was $17.18. 100% true. The mom and pops will sell the CDs a little cheaper. The chain stores, like you say, you're gonna pay close to 20. 100% true. David said, don't forget Uncle Sam. Yeah, so that 500K that they netted, I mean that they totaled, which is the total, the net or the gross? The 500K that they may have individually had for themselves, or the 1.5, we just put it all together. Once the label recruit, once Uncle Sam tax it, you got no money, man. Y'all click that like button, man. Let's get to 100 likes quick tonight. Because I don't plan to be on here long. Let's get to 100 likes. If y'all haven't clicked the like button, click it for your big brother right now. Fifth Ward, Texas in the building. I see you, Sid. Past W says, we need a book number 8. Somebody said that at the show in Austin last week. Somebody last week said we need a book number 8. And I'm going to say what I said that night. I'm way past 8. Book number 7 was written because I was on my 7th rap folder, my 7th rap book. I've doubled that. So book number 8 was probably what? Almost 20 years ago. Yeah, so it would be 16 or 17 now. Yep. Open topic, man. Y'all tell me what's on y'all mind. Hit the like button as you come into the room. Also, man, this is what I want to instill on y'all too, man. The Underground Dialogue podcast, we've been having some dope interviews on the Underground Dialogue podcast. All of y'all that are in here, I want y'all to go to YouTube. Well, y'all already on YouTube, but go to the Underground Dialogue podcast and check out the latest episode with the homie School Yonder. Man, that was a dope interview. Y'all sleeping on that School Yonder. Y'all was sleeping on it, bro. He dropped so much knowledge. Y'all got to really listen to this. Y'all may not know who he is, but you know those people. See, we can't get so caught up and we just gonna watch the episodes if we see somebody that we know on there, because it's so many people that We might not know who they are, but we know everybody who they have been affiliated with. And we know, and those people have been instrumental in working with all the people that we do know. So you want to learn that back history on certain people. So you get a chance to see and hear this brother's history with the Grit Boys and all that, man. Y'all should go watch that video. I promise. Just give it about 10 minutes and you're gonna watch the whole thing. So go to the Underground Dialogue podcast, man, and check that out. Yep. Paul Sample, what was it like doing a track with Damo? Spit Boss era. Man, you know what? I was honored back in the Spit Boss days, man. I was honored to work with all those guys, man. So many great rappers that just are so skilled in their own way. And I think that a lot of times that we gotta step outside of ourselves and learn to appreciate the uniqueness and the unique greatness of other artists that do the same thing we do, but they do it differently than how we do it, even though they do the same thing that we do. And that's what I learned, you know, over the years. You know, I learned that over the years, but it's like, man, whatever your way is of being great, it's not the only way. God made so many great things and people in different ways, and he's deposited so many different variations of greatness in different individuals that we just got to kick back and just laugh and appreciate it. So yeah, that's what I get out of that, man. Yep. King J, any thoughts on these bizarre plane crashes happening back? I've been seeing that, man. I ain't got no thoughts on it, but I have been seeing that. It's weird. David F. say you finna go get him some beer. Man, appreciate you, David. I couldn't have done this without you tonight, man. We need 10 more likes, y'all. Y'all hadn't hit the like button. Y'all make that happen. Shout out to all the lyricists all around the world. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're from Cambodia. I don't care where you're from. Walaikum salam, brother Chris. I see you. That's another hard MC. Brother Christopher X. Ned the Prophecy. Fear no evil. Astronomical. First and second verse, I can spit line for line. You better than me. I can't. Astronomical. Unexpected disasters, bastards testing the master, blessing the masses with paragraphs that'll blast you, the smithereens, a guillotine that fell from the mezzanine, just landed but started falling back in 1917. By whatever means, I'm a sever spleens while I perfectly describe 1,000 murders that I never seen. As far as I can go, that's all I know. I'm surprised I knew that much. I never usually know the words. Yeah, man. There's so many dope MC. And we start that's why I always laugh when they come out with those lists, greatest lyricist lists. Some of the best ones don't be on the list. Some of the dopest MCs in the world, they don't be on the list of best lyricists. And I can't knock who name gets put on the list. That's not my place. I didn't make the list. But when I look at like, oh, man, how'd y'all leave this cat out? Ooh, how'd y'all forget him? How'd y'all forget her? Yep. Lou Hybrid, what is the song you recommend from you for first-time listeners? It depends on what the listener is into. See, If you like just real, just people just talking about what's real, what's going on in the world, they might not want to hear nothing super, super lyrical. But if you got somebody that's just a lyric head, they want to hear some bars, don't play only in the hood for them. See, so you got to find a category. That would be my answer to that question. It's like, find their category. Ask them, what kind of rap do you like? What's the type of rap you like to hear? And when they give you that answer, then you find a song that fits that. Because not to toot my own horn, but your big brother got a little something for everything. I'm not one dimensional. I'm not one dimensional by any stretch. So I feel like I got something for everybody. So you don't want to, if you're trying to turn somebody on to me, you don't want to lose them by playing a song of mine that might not be in the realm of what they're into. So they like, that's cool. Nah, that ain't really. No, find a category, find a lane, and I got something for them. If they don't like it after that, then I'm just not they cup of tea, and that's fine. Can you dig it? Appreciate that, Manuel Sanchez. Praise be to God, man. Michael the Archangel, I'm gonna need you to take that H out of my name, man. I've been around too long for y'all to be still putting that H in my name and still pronouncing it like it's spelled with the H. My name is all over the place. My name is on this live. It's somewhere on here. We gotta stop putting that H in my name, man. Yeah, don't never give up, man. King J says, did you and the teacher KRS have any further conversation or plans for collaboration after you spit live and from? No, we didn't talk about that. Couple of reasons. Number one, I don't really do that in terms of like, hey man, we need to do a song. I can't ever remember. I can't say ever remember. There hasn't been that I can recall even 3 times in my life where I've propositioned an artist to do a song, especially like a known art. I just don't do that. I don't do it. You know, would I love to do it? Of course, absolutely. But that's just not, and in the game, that ain't really how you move. You know, it's not really, it's not bad. It's not wrong, because it's not always what you do, it's how you do it. And sometimes, you know, when you hungry, you trying to get on, it's okay to say, hey man, I want to work with you. It's nothing wrong with that if it's done the right way. Some people don't know how to do it. Some people are too over the top, or they too, you know, they too thirsty with it. But it can be done tastefully, and it has been done tastefully. You know, I've had artists to do that with me, and it's fine. You know, I don't have a problem with it. But for me, it's not how I operate. But also, let's say for the sake of an argument that I did want to say that, or I did want to say, hey man, let's do a song together. The environment that we were in that night, it wasn't conducive. We were like in a club setting. There's a bunch of people around. Everybody's trying to talk to him, and that, you know, so it wasn't set up to where it would be tasteful. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not how I move. You know, even like I say, even though that's one that weekend was one of the highlights of my rap career. Just being around KRS-One for like 2 days in a row, just being around him like that. Then getting on stage And I'm talking about the second time. Now, people saw the first time, I was just going to the show to support because I've been a KRS fan since I was 16 years old. I was just going to hang out, and the homie Big Ross saw me in the crowd and called me out. Yeah, I wasn't trying to come on stage and rap that night. I wasn't. I was just hanging out, coming to the show. But you know, I'm a pretty tall guy, so I couldn't blend in the crowd like everybody else head here. I'm way up here. So he spotted my little peanut head and called me out. But the second time he came, I got a chance to be around him for a significant amount of time. Shout out to my homie Big Raw for the plug. And we interviewed him on the Underground Dialogue podcast. If y'all haven't seen it, go check out the KRS-One interview. Even though the audio's bad, act like it ain't and listen to it anyway. But I got a chance to be around him, and then I got a chance to freestyle with him on stage, just me and him, which was like one of the highlights, you know, of my whole career. So yeah, so that was good enough for me. Just being on stage, freestyling back and forth, that's like a song to me. Mr. Urban World, when was the last time you talked to Chamillionaire? I feel he's one of the most successful MCs from Texas, thanks to Tech. What's the connection with him and Tech? That's an interesting point. I'm interested to hear that. But no, I don't know Chamillionaire like that. So it's not like we don't hardly see each other. We've run into each other a couple of times, and it's all love, nothing but love. But I don't know him to where I can just say, "Oh yeah, that's my guy," you know. But it's nothing but love, you know, because I respect everything that he does and that he's done coming out this city. Yeah. Is T-Rash still retired? Nah, he ain't retired. Y'all might hear him before the year's over with. Y'all might hear him before the year's over with. I want some scratch, scratch, scratch. Appreciate you, Shaheem. I want some scratch, scratch, scratch. Is that Patrick in the back? Go. Patrick, what is that? Who is Patrick? Jesse, he's big in person. Who, me? I'm tall and that's all, man. Bubba Seeds. Nah, this open topic, man. Open topic. Christo says R.I.P. Irv Gotti. Absolutely, man. I'm glad you mentioned that. R.I.P. to Irv Gotti. Let me say this. We should always be, any of us hip hop babies, man, that came up, grew up in the hood, didn't go to college, didn't get a degree, didn't have rich parents or uncles or grandparents who we inherited millions from, didn't have well-connected friends and family who instantly put us in high-paying jobs and high positions in corporate America or whatever. All the hip-hop babies who came and got it out the mud, who made something out of nothing from this rap, whether you was an artist, whether you was a DJ, whether you were the CEO, the label owner who turned into a mogul, you got it out the mud. Irv Gotti built something out of nothing. The whole Murder Inc. thing, man, it's another example. Like if you look at Russell Simmons, you look at a Jay Prince, you look at a Master P, Baby, whoever you can think of, who built something out of nothing. Irv Gotti is in that same line, man. In that same line. And what he did back in the time, back in those days with Murder Inc. was just the hottest thing out, man. You got to give credit to that. You got to commend that. You got to honor that. That's his legacy. The music that he was able to put out and back and produce, the artists that he made, big name artists, household name artists, legendary artists. You got to commend that. So R.I.P. to Irv Gotti, man, and much respect to him. Blessings to his family. And may Allah be pleased, man. Glad you mentioned that. I'm going to take my piano lesson, Joshua. Y'all know anybody in Houston that teach piano? Y'all give me a, y'all plug me in. I appreciate y'all. We got over 100 likes pretty early tonight. This open topic, man. Open topic. I'm going to go back a little bit. Shaheem, I appreciate the love. Appreciate the donation. You say your song Intergalactic King is underrated. Yeah, y'all go check out the video. We got a cool animated video. Shout out to my sister who did the video, the Intergalactic King video. And shout out to my brother Ali, my brother Abdul Mack for having me be a part of it, man. Piper File says, do you drink alcohol? What are your personal feelings on that? No, I don't drink. I'm not a condoner of alcohol. Alcohol, while I don't judge you if you drink, because we all got vices, we all got sins, we all got things that we do. But I don't condone it. I don't like alcohol at all. Like I said, I don't drink it, but I just don't like it. It makes people, if the overconsumption of it, it turns people into devils. It makes you evil. You got to know how to. I'm not gonna even try to I'm advising you how to manage alcohol. Just don't drink it if you ain't. Don't drink it. Don't consume it. Not a fan, but like I say, I don't judge nobody. But you ask my thoughts on it, I'm telling you my thoughts on it. It makes people unrecognizable. And it's dangerous. Phantom Face, what up, my brother? Yeah. Phantom Face, I'm saying, what I say? K said he doesn't know what song it'll be when this to discover him. Yeah, I mean, man, whatever brings you on to the team, welcome. Like Gangsta Nip say, welcome. I got a song where I talk about a log cabin. Man, I don't even remember. I don't even be remembering, man. I'm going backwards, y'all, to try to pull stuff I missed. I'm going back into time. I had so much fun in Austin last week. I got shot Austin out again. I'm going back. V Morales, I see you. If you're still in here, I'm going back because I was running my mouth and I didn't catch everybody. Mike Cherry said in 2024, YouTube's advertising revenue was approximately 31 billion with a B. That's a lot of money, man. It is amazing how those who generate the wealth only receive a minimal amount of it, because those who control it are greedy. Oh my gosh, man. Those who control it are greedy, man. What up, Duke Togo? Man. Flat Earth Sub Genius Society, I see you. DJ X, I see you. Gerald Yen, they took book number 7 on iTunes. I was working on that last week. I couldn't remember all of the albums of mine that people had said that wasn't on the things no more. So book number 7 is not on there either. I'll get that taken care of first thing Monday. So we got Triple Darkness back up. We got Blood Doctrine back up. We got there's a couple other ones that I couldn't remember. Bang Bang Pat for life. Appreciate the love. Much love, man. Let me get back down where we at. Triple OG Darkness, will you still be performing live shows coming up? Yeah. That ain't gonna never stop. I always let y'all know when I got shows and stuff coming up. You know. Jovan, I see you, nephew. Would you make a song with, is that Duende and Mr. Shadow? I'm not familiar with those artists, but hey man, I got love for everybody, so you never know. Much love to both of them. Ned the Prophecy, I appreciate the love, appreciate the donation, appreciate the super chat, my brother. I thank you for that. Jovan says, what is your definition of racism? Just wanted to get your personal definition of. Let me try to say it as quick and as easy as I can, and as simple as I can. And this is not, what I'm going to say is not the definitive, completely multifaceted explanation or a definition, but this is just in a nutshell. When people look at other people based on the color of their skin and downgrade their value, but also they have the ability to dictate the progress of other people. Those who have the ability to dictate and control the progress or the lack of progress of another race of people based on the race of that other people. That's racism. But that's just the minor detail of it, a minor definition of it. But racism is multifaceted. Triple Darkness Volume 2, the lyrics. I see you, Christos. Dreamonology, man, one of my favorites too. I ain't gonna lie. I only have a few songs of mine that I say I really, really like. Like I like all my songs, but I mean like that's up there with me. And Sorcerer's Den is one of them. Ross Hinton says, I'm in Belize fighting a dragon. Said literally, but metaphorically. What producers I got on the next album? The same people. I got the same crew, man. You know, I'm a loyal guy. Once I get a crew, I stick with them. But more people are welcome. But I do need some more beats, man. I need some heat. Ross says, should I fight here or go back to Bristol? Hey, man, if it's not a cause that's to the benefit of you and your family, then you go home, man. I made a video the other week about picking your battles. Ben Brown, yeah, man, all is well. T10, I see you. Yeah, it goes. The definition of racism goes deeper than that, man. But that's in a nutshell. That's like the basics of it, you know, in a simplistic form. And the hatred of other people based on their race, the feeling of superiority based on your race. Bunch of ways to go with it. Send me an email, Joshua. My email, it should still be in the chat somewhere. If you want to get on the mailing list too. Yeah. What up, M Child? What's my favorite SPC project? Probably the one we just did, which is out right now. The Ties That Bind Us, South Park Coalition. The Ties That Bind Us is available now. So y'all can go stream it right now so we can make 0.000000002 cents. But it's out right now. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all drop y'all locations. Let me shout y'all out. Everybody drop your locations, and I'm going to shout y'all out. Then I'm going to be out. Jared already hit it. Jared in Phoenix. Erica is in Beaumont. I'm going to bless your game too, Erica. I got a surprise for you when I send your package. Ethan is in San Jose. M Child is in Maryland. Granddaughter is in Toledo. Lady Poetic is in Missouri, the Show Me State. Hallie B is in Panama City Beach, Florida. Jimmy is in San Antonio. Hoops and Harmony out there in Lufkin. Lufkin, Texas, man. I spent so many days in Lufkin, man. Got number love for the people in Lufkin, man. OG salute to Lufkin, Texas. Phantom Face is in the 614. Back up in the building. Andrew Redding is in Orlando, Florida. Jovan in Florida. Okay, Florida, I see y'all repping hard for your big brother tonight. HGMW says free South Park Mexican. Christian Thompson, greetings from Denmark. Vincent Mullers in Hawaii. Divine Chaos is in Barbados. Joshua, the 601. That's Mississippi, right? The Murder Fiend in Katy. King J, Fort Sill, Oklahoma. My brother Jimmy is in Alabama. Akito Gaming, Houston, Texas. Spikey is in California. Manuel is in California. Jesse Paris, Denver, Colorado. Triple OG Darkness, Los Angeles. Man, how's everything in LA, man? How things looking out there in LA, Triple OG? Have the fires subsided? What's going on? Give me a quick update before I go. Johnny Blaze, West Baltimore. We all over the place tonight, man. We all over the United States and different parts of the world. We're not as international tonight as we normally are. 1D33. Is that one deep? Oh, one deep player. I figured it out. Yeah, one deep for life. That's what it is. I figured it out. Palestine, Texas. Double D, also in San Jose. There we go. There go my international people. Ben Brown is in Tuncurry, Australia. D Razor, Scrooston, Texas. That's Houston for y'all that don't know. Man, we locked and loaded up in this thing, man. That past W7, Houston, Texas. Houston, Austin, Oklahoma. The homie Roderick Dub, A-Leaf, Southwest Houston, a.k.a. the SWAT. Silk Aura is in Chicago. My brother Christopher X is in OKC. Man, y'all might win the championship this year, man. Voodoo Scratch is on Planet Zeta. Me and Darth Vader was on Planet Zeta. Don't too many. They don't know nothing about that, Voodoo. They don't know nothing about that. So I grabbed my phaser out from my blazer. I shot Darth Vader in the head with a laser beam. It was just like a horror scene. So I hurried up and split the scene, and then I ran straight to space control. I told the Ewoks, yo, it's time to roll. I said, CP3, brother, what would it be? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Shaheem is in Florida. Man, Florida representing, man. Salute to Florida. Man, here come Illinois. We got Cali, Florida, Illinois, Texas, Alabama. Man, say, man, y'all repping hard for your brother tonight. Psych Mike is in Illinois. I see your original boss lady. We praying, you know what we praying for. Yeah, make me a track, man. I need heat. Jovan says interpersonal racism exists too. Then there's systemic racism. Yeah. Okay. Explain the interpersonal racism though. I want to know what's your definition of that. Nicholas Materano, are you ever going to re-release some of your early albums? Used copies, even if available on eBay and Discard going for credit. Yeah, probably not, man. Because like I say, the physical game is just I would like to do it, but I'm not gonna reprint up old albums and then nobody buys it because people ain't buying. You know, it would have to be collectors. I would have to know that a certified amount of collectors are trying to, make it happen. Easy Links in the UK. Cosmic Chaos is traveling. Okay, I see Easy Links out there in London. Dreamonology is in Los Angeles. Have you talked to Rashid? I need to talk to Rashid because I want to get him on my show. One D for Life. What's the name of your song where you sampled the Stairway to Heaven beat? The OJ's Stairway to Heaven or Led Zeppelin? I know I replayed the Stairway to Heaven beat on the song I got called Long Lost Daddy. I replayed that. I played that by hand. Yeah. Nicholas Materano. We're going to be in Colorado Springs in April, Nicholas. I just put my email address in the chat box. So send me an email if you want to be on the contact list. We're doing a show in Colorado Springs in a couple of months. So I want you to come out and bring as many people with you as you can. Come support and come up and shake my hand. Me and the homie Point Blank, we'll be in Colorado Springs in April. So let everybody know that's in the area. I want to see you. Dollar Bill, y'all. What's up, Dollar? Dollar just appeared. I said, man, I need some beats. And here come Dollar Bill. Y'all see the great Dollar Bill in the building, man. No man, I see you. Okay, if that's it, let me see. Wow, let me see. Double D, what's my favorite car? Man, I'm not the car, jewelry. I'm just not into like stuff like tennis shoes. Like, man, what's your favorite? I'm just not into that type of stuff. I don't really have a favorite car. The one that gets me from point A to point B is my favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really just have, I'm sorry, I don't really just have a favorite car, man. All right, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all, we're gonna do hour and a half on the dot. So we got about 4 minutes left for any speed round questions y'all want to get in before I go. Manuel says, what's your favorite song out of all the songs you did? Depends on the category. Lyrical, storytelling, conscious, depends on the category, man. When we coming back to Denver, hard to say. If we line some action up in Denver, maybe we'll come during the Colorado Springs run. Maybe we'll do like a meet and greet or something. But if not, then we'll have to see. But if you can make that trip down the road, come see us in Colorado Springs, Jesse. Silk Aura. I got a question for you on the next topic. You can ask it now. We need you in Indiana. I need to be in Indiana. We're trying to get a tour together, man. Shout out to my homie GU. Are you gonna play the next album sample like the last? Yeah, you know it. You know it's coming, Roger. You know it's coming. K Love, I see you. Yep, yep. No new song, but a new album dropping. Easy Links dropping real soon. Real soon. Kansas City Thieves or Philly? I'm pulling for Philly, man. I want Jalen Hurts to win. Because I feel like the referees was on 20 when the Chiefs played the Texans. I'm sorry, my Kansas City people get mad at me, but come on, man. Come on, man. Some of them calls, man. GPT teaches. I was jamming your song on the So Much Pain DJ Screw tape. Man, I'm glad you said that. I was trying to remember what name of the song, what name of the tape that Screw had my stuff on, man. Man, I'm glad you said that. I'm writing that down. So Much Pain. And somebody gave that to me one time, and I don't know what I did with it. I don't know if I gave it away or lost it. I don't know what happened. Rodgers will say, I'm so tired of seeing Taylor Swift. Every time Travis Kelce do something, you gonna see her. And Travis Kelce sneeze on the sideline, they gonna show her. Yeah, yeah. That's right, GPT. Okay, Nicholas. Nicholas know about that Jekyll and Hyde. HG said RIP Big Pokey. Absolutely. RIP Pimp C. No doubt. Ethan said, I'm still hoping the screw tape pop up with Mac Dre on it. Man, okay. You never know. Never know with the great DJ Screw, man. All right, man. I appreciate y'all for coming in. Everybody that came through and kicked it and hung out with me, man. Some of y'all made yourselves known, some didn't. To the ones that just sat and watched, didn't comment, didn't I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all so much. Don't be no stranger. Tune into my everyday videos. Don't just watch me when I come on live, man. When I post my everyday stuff, y'all come and show me some love, and subscribe to the Underground Dialogue podcast. Go check out 2 episodes tonight if you ain't got nothing to do. I'll catch y'all later on. Peace.